Hello students of class 3. Hi, I'm Prakash Srivastav, your computer teacher. Students, as we have completed 2 chapter by online, but you know, these 2 chapters are necessary to revise again because we can remember all those things what we have read by or what we have done by online. The students, these 2 chapters are, as you can see in the contents, first chapter computer systems and second chapter introductions to Windows 7. The students, today we revise again first chapter, the computer system. As I told about the first chapter and its important parts, what are the important parts of the computer systems? As we know, a computer is a machine and it works when we give instructions to it. Means computer is a machine and it will do work when you give instructions to do something. Without giving instructions, it will not do anything. The students, in this chapter we understood about the 2 parts of computer system, hardware and software. And in this parts of computer, hardware and software, hardware, all the physical parts of the computer which we can see and touch, that's all hardware, means which we can see and touch, like your all devices, input, output, like input, mouse, keyboard, joystick, light pen, touch screen, touchpad, all these output devices like monitor, printer, plotter, speaker, etc. What we can see and touch, that all parts of related to the hardware. And software, we can see it but we cannot touch. We can do work on that, but we cannot see, but we cannot touch that. We can see, we cannot touch. So here software, you can say it is a kind of the instructions or commands which we give to computer to do any task. So here we can see the first, the hardware. So as I told you, the hardware refers to all those parts of the computer can be touched or can be connected to it. That is called the hardware. As I told you, the name of the hardware which we can touch and see: keyboard, monitor, mouse, printer, speaker, microphone, and pen drives, etc. All the physical components we can touch and see. That is called the hardware. And software, that is a instructions, that is a command. The students, you can see all the hardware connected to the computer systems like a monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer, plotter, speaker, cabinet, CD, microphone, pen drive, all these hardware you can see on the screen. So this is here the hardware. And student, we know कि computer how does a work, means computer how work, कैसे काम करता है, how it works. So here you can see it works on the basis of some certain rules, that is called the IPO cycle. That is a certain process, that is a certain rules which computer follow every time. Like here, the input, process and output. In our daily life, we see that when we input in anything, then it process and then output. Like if you want to make a tea, so then you will add something, water, milk, sugar, and then you will let off for the process, and then after the processing we see that is a tea. So here are some certain rules also applied in the computer system when it works. So here, like as example given in your book, like when you wash your clothes, like when your mummy wash clothes. So here we can see कि first of all we put the water and detergent powder, and then we put the clothes, dirty clothes, and we let them wash by machine. And after some time we see the clothes cleaned and it is ready. So here we can see it is a input, process and output. The computer every time follow this rules. So student, here we can see about the input and output devices. Input devices by which we can give instructions to the computer to execute any task, like keyboard, mouse, and touch screen, touchpad, light pan, joystick, microphone, scanner, digital camera, webcam. These all are related to input devices. Means by these devices we can give instructions to computer. These are the form, you student, these are the form by which we gave. This is a, you can say, means by which we can give instructions to computer. There are the many devices, and these devices help us to give instructions into the computer in different format, in different form. And just opposite of the input we see the output devices. But before understand about the output devices, we should understand about the processing devices. The processing devices is a very important. Without the processing device, computer cannot process, cannot prepare the result. So here is some important processing devices, like a central processing unit. It is also called the brain of the computer because it's execute your instructions inside it. And there are three main component in the processing device, as you can see: MU, CU and ALU. So as like here the CPU, central processing, it is a combine of the three elements here. MU, it is a memory unit. CU, it is a control unit. And ALU, it is a arithmetical logical unit. The students, these three element of the CPU, it is a very important to process any kind of the instructions, and that's why CPU is also called the brain of the computer. And Here we find the after that output devices, and output devices like here the monitor, printer, plotter, projector, speaker, headphone, and these are something output devices. So here the monitor by which we see our result in a graphics form, in text form, in picture form, in videos form. So that is also called the VDU, means visual display unit. Monitor is a other name, visual display unit, that is called the VDU, and it provides soft copy, means we can see but we cannot touch. So this is a monitor. It looks like as a television. It look like as a TV. Printer, it produce the hard copy like a text and picture in, I mean on a paper. So that is a here the type of the printers also we can see like in impact printer or non-impact printer. Impact printer which produce the sounds while printing the matter on the paper like dot matrix, daisy wheel printer. This is a kind of the impact printer, and this kind of printer takes a time to print because the print capacity and speed, it is not very good comparison than your non-impact printer. As we can see, dot matrix printer, it print only few pages in a minute, but inkjet printer, it produce the 40 pages in a minute. And if see the laser printer, it is the best in the quality because it produce the 100 pages in a minute. It is more expensive than your non and than your impact printer, but it is a very useful and it is a very common because the most of the people uses the laser printer. And after that we find here the plotter. It is for the large scale printing. When we want to print the in a large scale, we use the such a kind of the printer. And these are two type of the printer, drum plotters and flatbed printer plotters. The students, we see here the some also are the other output devices like projectors, speakers, as you know about this. Now after that student, we see here the software. The software, it is a set of the programs which tells to the computer and hardware to how to operate. Means it is a set of the program. It is a set of the commands, you can say. It is a set of the can be instructions which tells to the computer to do work, to do complete the tasks. And therefore all the controlling of the computer is done by this, like some software, MS Paint, Tux Paint, Notepad, WordPad, games, all are example of the computer software. But we can divide this software in two parts, in two types: application software and system software. Application software, that program which we use for general purpose, like for painting, for coloring, for drawing, like for typing, for creating the presentation, creating a document. So these are some application which we use for our general task, or we can say also that is a specific task. Some in some area it use for the special purpose, that is can be here the specific task, like MS Word, I mean MS Office, DTP, desktop publishing, Tally. These are some example of the application software, but it uses in a specific area. Like DTP, it uses in the publication sector. MS Office, it uses in the office sector, and some are application related to the design in usage design and fabrication area. And system software, student, it is a very very important software, because this without this software your computer cannot be run. That is called the OS, operating system. And operating system like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, it is a very popular operating system. Other operating system are also here, like Unix, Linux, Mac operating system. But among these, Windows operating system is a very popular, and the version also of the Windows operating system, like XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, and latest operating system of Windows is a Windows 10. So students, as today we have revised about the first chapter, and I think and I expect to you will revise your chapter. If you got your book, you can read properly, and you will do your homework also, as now summer vacation is going to start. So in the summer vacation, for the summer vacation you will get also some homework to do. So students, do your all homework in homework copy. When school will reopen, we will check that the properly and neat and in a clean way. Write your all homeworks and learn and prepare all things properly, because after that you have to give the test. Okay students, thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.